Hey guys, it's Cam and welcome to my review on Doctor Who. We just started a new season of Doctor Who with a brand new double episode. Those aliens of silence seem pretty straightforward to me. They've just been under the earth for a long time and have been hiding under the earth for ages, just like those Silurians. Although that that's a bit weird. How could those silence have been under the earth for so long if the Silurians, those reptile people, were under there for so long? I don't really know. But the rough idea of them is basically that they've been under the earth for so long and they use post-hypnotic kind of hypnotizing the human race to try and just get them whatever they want. Like, they needed a spacesuit for that girl, which I'll talk about later on, but they needed a spacesuit, so they planted the idea of going to the moon. I'm not exactly sure what type of their goals in all this are. Like, I don't really know what their big master plan is, but the surroundings and stuff seems pretty straightforward, that they've just been under the earth for so long. And moving on, we've got that girl in the spacesuit. There's been a whole lot of theories I've read of what all kinds of things of who she is and why there was a photo of Amy holding a baby in her room in that crazy orphanage thing. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a couple of my theories on them. Well, one of the theories say that the girl is Amy and the Doctor's daughter, because she has to. They reckon that the Amy is the mother, and the girl has to be able to regenerate somehow, which means that the Doctor must be in it. I personally don't think this is a possibility at all, because every single time that in some of the previous episodes in season 5, every single time the Amy tries anything with the Doctor, he doesn't want to go there. And at the end of the last episode, Pandorica and things, and all through the last episode in like Amy's Choice and some of those episodes, Amy proved herself that she loves Rory, and I just don't think it's a possibility that the girl in the spacesuit could be Amy and the Doctor's daughter. If the girl in the spacesuit is Amy's daughter, then it's Amy and then Rory's the father, not the Doctor, which means we bring us over onto a couple of other theories that were found, because if the girl is the daughter of Amy and Rory, where'd the Time Lord regeneration process come in? So I've got another two possibilities. So the girl could Amy said that Amy in the last episode, the Day of the Moon, Amy mentioned to the Doctor that she's been pregnant for quite a while whilst they've been travelling with the Doctor, and she's worried to tell Rory because she doesn't want to have the baby have like a time head, she put it, and or have some sort of regeneration thing. So that's a possibility. I think that having the baby time traveling for a while maybe did some kind of strange thing, or the TARDIS energy did something. I'm not exactly sure. Another possibility is whilst Amy is captured by the silence, the one of the silence mentions that Amy has been she's been captured by them for many days, and Amy says she doesn't remember, because obviously if she fell asleep or something, she wasn't looking at them anymore, she would have forgotten. So maybe possibility, because the silence, they mentioned that she was helping out the silence to do something, which might possibly mean, because the girl in the spacesuit seems to be linked with the silence, so quite possibly the silence did something to Amy, whilst in the time that she was being there, that she doesn't remember. So that's a possibility. Another theory as well is on who the girl is. Some people think, and this is a possibility, I'm thinking, that the River Song, Dr. River Song, is actually the girl in the spacesuit. That River Song is the girl in the spacesuit in a earlier time. Because if you remember, River mentions to Rory, I think it is, that she met the Doctor when, because their time patterns are all messed up in the wrong order, and every single time River and the Doctor meet, River seems to know a lot about the Doctor, but the Doctor doesn't know much about her. So, River mentions to Rory that when she first met the Doctor, she was just a little girl, and the Doctor knew everything about her. So I think it's a possibility, since this girl who can regenerate is a little girl, quite possibly it could be a earlier, like a young version of when River was a little girl, and the Doctor spends the next couple of episodes trying to find her, and then she could meet them, and that's where River starts. That's a possibility. It's all really confusing and a bit strange. I don't really exactly know. But another thing is that Amy is River's mother. And then you might say that the older version of River would act strangely or differently or emotionally around, seem more emotional around Amy and Rory. But that's the thing. Maybe because how would the girl have gotten into the possession of the Silence? Quite possibly, the Silence must at some point steal Amy and Rory's, or steal this girl, and therefore she doesn't remember her mother. That could be a possibility to be why River doesn't seem any emotional around Amy and Rory, but all it's really quite big, and I'm not sure. Quickly, just finishing up this video, I'm going to quickly mention the next episode. It is the Curse of the Black Spot or something. When they appear on a the TARDIS lands on a pirate ship where there's this what are they called? Siren. One of those things that are supposed to attract sea people like sailors and take them off course. It's like one of those old kind of thingies with like a sailor's tail kind of thing. But the Doctor comes right in the middle of one. So I've been told that it's. I originally just thought that this would be a filler episode, which basically means that out of the entire series, there's about probably about half of the series is probably going to be related to the big kind of plot. Like over in season 5, with the Pandorica and the cracks, about half of the season was built up of the about half of the season was built up doing the cracks and stuff. And about the other half was just a filler episode with a couple of kind of bad things, or some alien that they meet. So I originally thought that this Curse of the Black Spot would be just a filler episode. So they've just brought up to this big kind of moment with the girl who regenerates, and then they just go into a filler episode where they just go and do some random adventure that hasn't got anything to do with the overall finale plot thing. But I'm told actually by someone that it might actually possibly have some finale kind of plot relations. But anyway, the whole rough idea of having a filler episode is that it doesn't have much to do with the main plot kind of thing. It's just an adventure that they do, and yeah, it's just an adventure. And they usually pop in a few hints every here and there, just little ones though. It's nothing big to do with the main plot, like any massive hints or anything. It's usually just a small little thing where they do a couple of little hints on what might happen. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it tomorrow actually. Yeah, well, that's the end of this episode of my review on Doctor Who for now, and I'll see you guys next week with the next episode in the Doctor Who series. Anyway, see you guys. Alright, so that's the end of my second episode in this kind of Doctor Who series that I've been doing. Hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, I'm not that good at editing, and I'm not even that good at talking to my camera at the moment at all. But I really just made this, start off this series just to partly for something to do, and also I noticed that a lot of people are actually interested online, and a lot of people actually do Googles and search on YouTube for what's going on because they're confused. And I thought I might as well just do a kind of video kind of thing where I could explain what I think on the latest episodes. And I hope you guys enjoy this because I enjoy making it. And anyway, I'll see you guys next time.